Good evening, everybody, and welcome to High Live, coming at you live, of course, from HiCom HQ here in Shanghai. We have an audience in tonight. And we're going to introduce to you a very famous French card game called La COINCHE. Sorry?
Nice pronunciation.
Yeah, was that okay, everybody? Was it not too bad? Okay, it's a game that I'm not particularly familiar with. I'm not a massive card player. First of all, what game would you say is similar to in terms of like the more popular games played in the US and the UK?
Trubs, jacks. The tower is French too. So.
Tower is French.
West and trumps.
Okay.
Kind of like bridge.
Kind of like bridge as well. Okay.
A bridge, yeah.
It's quite pretty complicated, yeah.
But it's a less clever version of bridge, of course.
It's a less clever version.
It's more for the bar.
Yeah.
It's less smart versions.
Yeah, and Cecilia, maybe you could explain a little bit more.
Yeah. Hi. So basically, there is like a few theories of how it comes from. The only thing that people know for sure is that now it's mostly played in French by people in the south or in the north. So very like countryside.
No.
Usually in pubs and bars, but you have like in some kind of simplified version of it, and the rules can actually change from one bar to another. So it's better when you go there to maybe make friends with someone that is going to the bar every day and will know how to play in this specific bar. For the history of it, what we know for sure is that it arrived in Europe around 1900. First version of the rules that were officially printed was in 1921. The thing that people disagree on is actually where it came from.
Right.
So one of the first theories is that Jews actually exported it to the US. Then some diamond dealer came back to Europe with it in Belgium and Netherlands. And then the game arrived in France with some businessmen. This is the first theory. The second one is that a guy named Monsieur Belote
I see, yeah.
invented the game. They don't know if it's either Henry or François.
Because it's also called Belote, so is it just like a variation of Belote?
Exactly. It's a variation, a more advanced version of Belote with more complicated biddings.
Okay.
There is one thing that is called bidding, it's more complicated. But the essence of the rules come from the game Belote. And the third theory actually comes from the fact that Belote is a deformation of belle à tout, which means like beautiful trumps.
I see.
Because everything in the game is based on which trumps you choose at the beginning during the bidding phase.
And when did you start to become interested in it, Cecilia?
Oh, very early on actually. Usually it's something that kind of runs in the family. So my parents taught me when I was, I think, 13 years old.
Okay.
With tarot and bridge a bit also. And the good thing that is that a lot of family in France, they are actually 4 people, usually 2 parents and 2 children.
Sure.
And this game is played with 4 people. So it's a game that is very convenient to play with your family because you're usually the right number.
Right, yeah.
Absolutely.
So it can only be played with 4 people? Or?
Yes, only 4 people.
I see.
But I think the important thing in this game, if I may, is the interaction you have with your partner.
Yes.
But it's a team game. And actually,
so it's always 2v2?
You always 2v2.
I see,
and
right.
you know, like you always return a relationship with your brother partner. Like for example, Cecilia just said it's a family game.
Yeah.
And usually, you know, like make family ties, let's say, stronger because you're being with the daughter,
Yeah. And the dad and the son. I see.
Yeah. And you can have,
so it creates a kind of friendly rivalry.
Not
always.
No.
For all people, it's super important actually.
I see.
Yeah, I think they have different
like
ways of
my
playing.
grandfather almost cut my hand when I was a kid. Like,
See, well, I've already heard a few stories of the competitiveness that goes on between you guys.
For the old people, it's a really important game. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a like healthy competition between us.
Right.
For all people, yeah, like tournaments in France can be quite
quite serious or tense.
Quite
I
serious.
see.
Yeah.
And some of the tournaments, they come sometimes like the highlights of the year in bars and small bars in villages. Can it be quite very serious event?
Still friendly, it's not a violent game. Right?
No, of course.
Violence or maybe in south of France, but that's another discussion.
Okay.
It's not
After
the
a few too many passages.
What I just wanted to emphasize is like it's a team game, and just by knowing where your partner, you know which card he can play, which suits he has in his game, and so on. So there is a lot of non-verbals,
right?
You know, and knowing each each other's
Yeah.
dimension
Way of
into
Not
this game.
maybe a
So
bit.
that makes the reason the magic of this game is about
See.
the relationship by your partner.
Yeah. Body language, facial expressions.
No, that's
Sorry,
quite.
that's called cheating. But anyway, that's,
For the
it's
beginning,
like
you have players that we call like kind of, they are being careful.
Yeah.
So even if they had a good game, they will say like a low beat.
Right.
And other people, even if they don't have that much of a game because they like to provoke and take some risk, they will say like careless.
yeah, so it shows also personality of people because you have people
You have
more
to adapt.
defended,
Yeah.
which actually are in their own life. Like
Yeah.
it's
So
quite-
it's like the person who takes
Quite
lots
common.
of risks in Quanche take a lot of risks in
could
real
be,
life.
Could be,
see some parallels into it, yes.
I
Yes,
see.
let's say.
But yeah, it's really important
Sometimes
to
reveal
change
that.
the way you play,
Right.
depending on who you're playing with.
I see. So Cecilia mentioned that an important skill is being able to adapt depending on the person you're playing with
Yeah,
or
also, yeah,
against.
sometimes you have a random partner. So very standards in the way of playing. And after there is a rules in between the partners. For example, I know my partner, my historic partner Stefan is very bad in the kind of suit, let's say. But
I'm not
as
listening.
I know this, I can counteract. So you know.
I'm not listening.
Yeah, so it's like really wonderful game. Actually, it's really popular for young people and for old people.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't play, I think old people and young people don't play the same.
Yeah, we don't mix generations. But
No,
you see in
it's kinda-
villages, like small villages, you have associations of old peoples
Yeah.
where have tournaments, it's really their social games. And you see now a new phenomenon, like all of us here, we are below 40,
Mhm.
and in a school of business school or engineering school, lycée, high schools, there's a lot of young players too, so it's really known beyond generations. So
And how about the Quanche community in Shanghai? Does it extend beyond this room, or is it
Oh,
is
yeah.
it quite
we are
quite
actually,
big?
we are
Actually,
actually 120
Wow,
in the
that's
group
amazing.
now.
Yeah.
I think just
Yeah.
our group is 20-30, but in the
Okay.
World City, I think it's 100 players, could be
Yeah.
100 to 150.
And how often do you meet up? Do you have like are there any
Several
particular
times a
big
week.
events each year that
Every
you
time
hold?
we have first.
Right, I see.
So pretty often.
Usually
Where is
in
the
the
ball?
A few
weekends.
times each week. Yeah.
After work, during the
Mhm.
week, in the
Okay.
weekends, but then we have like, we actually are also organizing tournaments.
Okay.
One time every 2 months, I would
Yeah,
say, something
exactly,
like that. Where like, the good thing about the tournaments is that when we play during the week, it's usually always the same player because we know each other well.
Sure.
And we
sure.
have like just a great time having some beers and playing.
Mhm.
During the tournament, we see people that we are not used to
Familiar
see,
with?
so it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also good.
So you will always welcome new players in. So
Yeah,
for
of course.
example, people that are going to watch the stream tonight, they might
Yeah.
want to come down and join at some point. And is
Yeah.
there a specific day during the week or a location where it's more suitable for beginners who are not that familiar and who would like to learn properly?
I think we can talk about the make of the Belot in Shanghai, which is the Bus Grill. We
Right.
always meet on Wednesday and Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
It's a French restaurant.
I see. Yeah. So the,
I do private lessons in my home, so if people, yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's usually French people in the group, but we
Yeah,
would be actually
It's
happy
not a
to
certain
Yeah,
have
but
more
we,
foreigner
as I
players.
say, we have Kevin with us tonight who's not
Yeah.
French, who's English, and who has a keen interest in Quanche. Somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door, I believe. No.
But there's also something which is really good in this game, and I think it has to be announced, is like, if you compare,
No, there is, or there is.
if you compare to poker, you know,
Yeah.
poker playing,
Sure.
it's based on money actually.
Yeah.
So poker is all about, even if you don't put a lot of money in, the soul of the game is about poking money,
Yeah.
and then gaining money, losing
And it's
money.
very individual.
Yeah, so it could lead to big excess for players who.
But you
just
guys, you
gamblers.
don't normally play for money though.
No,
No,
but not
no,
we
no,
never
no,
play
no.
money. Never.
No.
It's just fun,
Not
or
even
maybe the
people in-
loser pays the beer, but that's it.
No, you
Not
don't
even
even-
people in France,
you
or
pay the bill or something
generally
like that.
just not pay the money.
It depends on
No.
the cost of the restaurant that you lost.
I see.
You can bet some restaurant
Or that you win, for you that you lost.
Yeah.
It's for other people that you win.
Except this, we could say it's non-profitable,
No.
non-profitable game.
You
you
just
know.
down a round of beers, or
Yeah,
the
it's
person
like
who
that for very small, but
loses has to pay.
It's not the spirit of the game actually.
Sure.
It's not based on the concept of gaining any cash. Or
So there's no like kind of
it's not a gambler game.
televised Quanche tournaments where people, I don't know.
But in France there is actually, but it's like there is like tournaments where there is prizes to win, but you know.
Usually it's like bottle of wine.
Yeah.
I
It's,
see. Okay.
it's like some good food, pâté, or it's got like saucisson, that.
Right.
Which is still good. Nothing to say against.
Yeah. So if you're interested in playing some Quanche, you can go down to Musk Grill on a Wednesday night or a Sunday night. Is that right?
And
Yeah,
Tuesday and Monday,
Yeah.
no, Monday they're
Monday.
closed.
Just pick a day in the week probability of having at least one table of flash there for sure.
We're gonna give the QR code of JB right there, so you can contact him for any
Private message.
private message.
Lessons at home.
I'm gonna show you.
It's just gonna be one-on-one.
Ah, that was a mistake. Okay, we changed guy. All right, fair enough.
Let's check here.
But basically, we have a group, a community on WeChat where we can exchange the QR code at the end.
Okay, so maybe we could put the QR code of the group into our High Live group, and then if anyone's interested, maybe they
Yeah, for sure.
can join and
Actually,
swell
I
in
think we
numbers.
should do, I wouldn't mind doing like one afternoon open to like beginners, and we can take the time to actually.
Oh yeah, that would be fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Depends if JB can play.
JB can come and learn.
Opportunity for JB, yeah, and Fabien too, huh? Thanks, Doc.
I'm the only one here not claiming a professional player.
And you are right.
I think we can have the witness here, have a good witness, because Fabien, our dear friend, just started to play actually since a couple of months.
Right.
So it excuses his lack of techniques anyway, but maybe you can share your
The worst thing is
experience.
that when I win, they start crying and whining around. I feel bad always, so I try to lose a few games. But after 3 months, it can't be beginner's luck anymore. So
It's not recorded, don't worry. We'll switch up the volume. It's in mute. You were saying?
Okay, great. Well, maybe we'll move on and get going with a game, and maybe Stefan can come in front of the camera and teach us how to play the game.
Yeah, especially Kevin right there.
And Kevin as well.
Especially you guys work as pair, so let's have the pair.
Absolutely.
And look at that together.
Go into it.
Okay, guys, I'll go behind the camera. Who have we got in then?
Axel Follet.
Can you play? Yes, we are. We're going to play.
Axel Follet is in the place.
So we now have Stefan and Kevin, who are now going to explain a little bit about
Absolutely.
how to play. I think I'm actually going to take this off now and maybe go up close with the.
thank you, Cesar, for the
With the
printout.
cards.
That's very useful because
we
we can
take this
prepare,
out.
obviously.
There
Hi, guys.
we
So,
go.
Quickly
Okay.
about the rule, I was
Okay, this is the game. So,
Kevin right here, a new player, non-French player, which is rare enough to be mentioned. All right, so here we have all the cards. So, how do we play the coinche?
Je t'ai mis un vélo neuf, je t'ai mis un 45.
Perfecto. So there is 4 suit, guys. Simple. 4 suit. The order is aces is the best one. Okay. You say ace. You have to correct my English.
so ace is high, right?
Ace is the highest.
Yeah.
10
Okay.
is the second highest.
Yeah. So we're starting with clubs here.
We start with clubs. We have 2 corrections right now. That's going to be tough. I'm invaded by the British.
Yeah.
Man. Queen,
Yep.
Jack,
Yep.
and then,
So you play with 32 cards.
yeah, we play with only 32
I'm
cards.
just hoping we don't get shut down as well with all these cards. So we'll see.
We'll find
We'll
out.
find out pretty soon.
We're going to keep playing anyway.
Yeah, we'll keep playing anyway. Whether they shut us down or not.
So-
we have it all on the other camera.
So this is the order. This is the priority. So this is the ace beat the 10, beat the king, and so on. Okay? This is for the normal suit. Then the trump, that's a different order. That's where the tricky part starts.
Right.
So if you choose the trump, the jack is the best.
Okay.
The 9 is the second one. Don't ask me why.
Right.
Ace. 10.
This is a strange order.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. It's probably a dodge game. No offense. King, Queen. I could have said British. And of course the Jack is here. And then you come down to 8 and 7. Stop laughing. You're over there. You're distracting us. Okay.
The order is the same as here. So the Jack and 9 have been taken out and put here.
Right. I see.
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
rest of the order is the same.
I
So the
see.
Jack and the 9 and then the 1.
Brought to the front when it's halves
Yes.
specifically, or
When it's the trumps.
when it's trump.
When you choose the trump. So out of the 4 suits, you have to choose a trump.
Okay.
And the 3 other suits, they're going to be the normal color.
So in this game we've chosen the hearts as the trumps.
Yeah, absolutely. And the
Okay.
rest going to be ace, 10, and so on.
Okay.
So basically, after that, you play with your partner. So you are 2 partner versus 2 partner. And the goal of the game is to make more points than your opponent. Okay? I'm going to come to the beating part. Okay? So basically, hand.
Yeah, your hand.
Your hand is going to be 4 cards. So for example, if I play a color, this guy is going to play a card, this guy is going to play a card, and this guy is going to play a card. And the best of the card is going to take the hand. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Based on the order. Okay? And after that, you count the point. There is 162 points in the game. The goal is to make more points than your opponent. Okay? So that's the basic of belote, basically. So tonight we speak about COINCHE. So COINCHE, there is one more trick that we add into that because that won't be fun otherwise. We have a betting round. All is going to be shown during the game anyway. So each player of the team can bet. We start by 80. So you bet, for example, 80 spade. And then the other team can say 90. They have to bet about.
Raise your bet.
Raise your bet, that's the term. So you can raise, okay, so you raise, and the biggest bet will win, and will decide which color, which suit will be the trump. Trump will be the suit, some kind of stuff like that.
Got it.
So the last trick, and after it's over and we're going to play, the last trick of that is the term COINCHE. So what COINCHE means is when someone bet, for example, I decide to bet 100 spade, and the team, the opponent team, you say opponent, yeah, the opponent team,
Exactly, yep.
doesn't believe that I'm going to make my bet, they COINCHE.
Right.
That's where the term comes.
I see.
Okay?
That's the most important part of it.
Absolutely. So don't. You may enjoy yourself at the end of the night if you COINCHE or not to COINCHE. That's the mojo or the motto. So that is the basic rule. There is no need to go further than that. What we're going to do, we're going to invite our 2 opponents right there, and we're going to start playing, and everybody will understand during the game. Okay? Clear?
Okay, great.
Let's do it.
So we're begin a game now.
Yes. Ça c'est le jeu. So what we're going to do, vous prenez ces 2 chaises et on se met en diagonale.
Teams are.
You play with me? Yeah. You go on the chair. We need a good-looking person on the sofa,
Yes.
so Cecilia. And
You play with Kevin? I'm going to sit here with Cecilia.
Attends, c'est bon.
Salut. Sure. So,
Yes. All right.
comment c'est le carte de somme?
Ready? Ladies. T'es sûr de celui-là, Rams?
What? Oh, no, no.
Check là.
Je pense qu'il faut la mettre. Ah oui, c'est toi qui l'as bougé.
It's okay, is it? Yeah, you're right.
Non, non, mais mets la caméra là, dans le coin comme je l'avais mis à la base.
Pour avoir mon jeu, avoir mon style de ouf à la blotte, quoi.
Regarde comme je l'avais mis là. Ouais. Parce qu'en fait, il faut la...
Ah, ça c'est
So we need
la magie du live, quoi.
Ah,
La
là,
magie du direct, hein, comme on dit, quoi.
c'est parfait
Les
ça.
jeux de direct.
So bear with us.
C'est parfait ça les filles. All right.
Okay, so normally we start by cutting.
Yes. So
Guy, cut for me and I have to deal.
So the teams are, I am with Kevin, so we play diagonal,
Oh, I see.
and Cecilia is with the bird.
Okay.
All right?
Right.
It is a bird.
Shiva and Cecilia are in the same
So
team.
Cecilia will cut for me.
Cut for him and he has a deal. So I
They're
have under
playing
deal.
together, so they play diagonally.
And we have dogos. We're gonna watch the game. All right?
The dog watching us as well.
So when we deal 3 cards at the time, then a round of 2, and then the last round of 3.
so that everyone has 8
And
cards.
obviously, I don't have enough cards. Because they are here. Perfect. All right? Putain, on n'a pas trié. Ah!
So he's saying that it was not like mixed up.
It was not shuffled correctly, so that's a good news.
So he has a
Right on. So since I shuffled, the guys next to me can bet first.
So,
We see your game, you.
ouais,
So can you send me information?
even more pressure. So, don't have something very interesting because well, I only have this.
On l'a mis
Can
devant
be
la
a big
caméra.
trump.
What a mistake, man. He's
Because
gonna look at himself, ouais.
So I pass.
I have a good game, but
I
you
pass.
know.
I pass. Non, mais ça fait un tuto. Un tuto.
C'est bien.
So
Have
only
fun,
do
man.
this. Not that good.
They both say pass, and I will say pass also. Actually.
So you pass too?
I've not said pass.
No, you haven't
Oh,
said
I'm
that.
sorry, I heard pass.
Tyler,
So that's
Tyler,
cheating.
yeah.
This guy cheating already.
Tyler's still talking to himself.
I'm not. What the hell is that?
90 hearts.
Very well done, sir.
90 hearts, I pass.
110 spade.
So he's like
Ah.
agreeing with his partner, which is kind of mean.
Yeah.
So have you decided what the trumps are?
So we are betting. So 90,
Yeah.
a 90 heart.
90
She said nothing. I said 100 spade.
So which means that he
Je
chose
passe.
to use hearts as a trump.
You're confusing everybody here. You're confusing everybody.
Say
Yeah.
no.
Overbidding.
Overbidding me because it's
Yeah.
more
So
confident.
110 at spades.
That's why being a partner is really important. How confident are you knowing how heavy someone will go?
Absolutely. So what do you say on my 110?
You pass?
I pass.
Pass.
Okay. So you start.
So nobody raise up. 1, 2, 3 guys raise up after the biggest the bet. So then now the trumps are closed, announced. It's gonna be spades, and those wonderful guys have to go until 110
Yeah,
points.
so we have to beat 110.
So we are in defense. You have to score 43 points. I have the partance because I'm starting. I have
Nobody
the
correct the
partance.
43 instead of 53? Nobody said that? Okay, fair enough. So yeah, 43.
So I play hard. Everybody has to play hard. Play whatever you want at hard.
Alors, yeah, one very important rule, the suit, the first suit put on the table, that's the suit you have to play. And if you don't have this suit, if you cut with the trump, you win.
The highest trump got
Because
the-
trump get over any color.
You must follow suit just like you win.
Yeah.
Right.
You must follow. Let him explain.
We have Philippe in the chat, and he's saying, where is the rose? Or the rosé, maybe? I don't know.
That's what we say.
Your rosé cannot be alive, my friend, but trust me, he's with us.
You can come over to have a look on
Yeah.
it.
No
You're
worries.
talking about the
Le
rosé?
cochonnet. Le cochonnet.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
fridge.
so it's all in the fridge, yeah. It's stacked up in the fridge.
Yeah, right on spot tonight.
When it's time to play, it's a balance between trying to win, but also higher cards are worth more points. If you lose, you're throwing away points.
Right.
So it's a balance between the two. So I think if I play
Yeah.
a card,
Va chercher ta balle.
will it be beaten? If yes, it's a risk. If not, it's a payoff.
So you play hearts, so he's a stronger. She plays hearts too.
It's my boy.
He plays hearts. Everybody plays hearts.
Yeah.
So then the higher hearts getting it. So that's the point goes to Stefan Kevins.
And because Stefan bids so high in spades, I assume he has a lot of trust.
Good space.
Therefore, they would not be able to cut his trumps.
Okay.
So the highest card start back.
Start
Diamond.
with
And is not
the
very
diamond.
Nine diamonds. Let's go.
Oh no!
Ace is high
Are
here.
you cutting?
So see,
So he's cutting.
Stefan doesn't have any diamonds for him, but he has to put a trump. So you put the jack of trump, which is higher. So it's cut on the aces. I have to play diamonds. So I play a lower card because this goes to these people. Now is the highest trump, jack.
That's what he meant.
Those people. So now it's a tricky part. I got the belote. So now I play one of the two.
Right.
So I put one and I have to say belote.
Belote.
Otherwise it
Okay.
doesn't work.
That's a big card.
So
No, but I
then
said it
it's
was
a
a
belote. So it gives you plus 20 points. It's a bonus.
How do we call that? Les plis. What do we call when we put the card here? How do we call that in English? Les plis.
When you
It is
put them in a
Okay. You play. Sorry.
Italian translation.
Lovely.
So he puts some points because he's the master. Stefan is master. He puts the highest
Keep
traps.
that recorded. Stefan
So
is
it's
master.
10.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, 10 is 10 points. So he's higher. You get the hand. Kevin smartly has put 10 points because he doesn't have any traps, so he can do whatever he wants.
And I know that Stefan would win, so I would try to.
And Stefan will win is also something normally that goes without saying.
Rebelote. Voilà. You have to see.
Right. Oh, you have a lot.
Same story. Same story.
So we don't have trumps, so we just give them the card.
Yeah. So and then Stefan will that.
I play the aces, so I'm the master.
I have to play this.
Master is
We always play the same suit. That's rule number 1.
Like go. Diamonds again because he doesn't have diamonds, so he has to try. So I play diamonds.
But you didn't play the same suit because you didn't have a diamond.
Now, if I don't have the suit, I can use the trump. And if I use the trump, I win. And then last one, and not the least.
Voila. So it's quite expensive because now it's time to count points. Our team has made 3 points, 4 points, 11 points.
18 points total.
80 points total. So their team has made 162 minus 18, 128 points.
So basically, we won our bet and we made 100.
That was very shitty.
Mama, if you watch, no, he didn't forget his school.
128.
My
You need to be
former
good.
mathematics teacher was.
You need to be good in maths to do
But like they
It's late, understand. Alright.
did their bid, so now
So
they are
we won. We got
taking
the
points.
one.
So he has cut, I have to deal.
I've got one question.
Yes, sir.
You said ballot.
Yes.
How does that impact the game?
I have plus 20. So normally I have plus 20 points on my count, but in this
So
way.
for example, if we need to make 60 points to make sure that you don't respect your bid, meaning that you will fold your game, if we have the ballot, we actually need to do only 40 points because we will have 20 using the ballot.
And what is a ballot?
Ballot is king and queen of spades. Oh,
No,
no,
the
the
trump.
Yeah, so for example, I say 120. If I make only 105 points, plus my ballot makes
I will
125.
count for your
What
bet.
happens if you don't say ballot and you just have
Really, it doesn't count.
You have
You
to
must
do it.
say.
Ballot and reballot. That's a tricky part. Wow, but
So you need to count until 8, you know, to be able to count, to make addition of points.
after midnight you cannot play.
That's the skills you envy.
You can play, but the level isn't the same.
That is true. JB,
Ouais.
vous avez du cochonnet si vous voulez et les verres dans le frigo. Voilà.
Un petit peu de
Philou is
sponsor.
complaining.
On remercie nos sponsors.
Thank you
Philippe
Philou
Lambert,
for the cochonnet. A special up to Philou, the sponsor of the night. Oui, t'as raison, Bill.
Cochonnet, pas cochonnet tout.
You have to start.
Et j'ai du foie gras poêlé qui est au frais, là, tu microwave it. Allez, when you want, sir. So you can
Cochonnet
quote.
is like dry sausage.
Yeah, dry sausage,
Is
pass.
one, yeah.
You pass?
I pass.
Fair
I
enough.
think he was expecting some dry sausage.
No, we don't have any cochonnet.
Pass.
100 diamond.
110 cœurs, 110 hearts.
110 half. Your call. I can see in his look that he doesn't believe me. And that's a
That's a crash! Crash is coming on!
That's what we play for. Yes, my love.
So
Yes, my baby.
that's the bet is finished. So it's 110 because he just quenched me.
Right.
So it close no. So, that's
So
the-
what happens now then?
So
Now
play
it's double
normally.
points.
Yeah,
And
but
double
with
points in total.
Right.
Like the game, the challenge that
So the
there is.
point we're going to record will be double.
Right.
But the game is the same, the rules are the same. He has to make 110, but if he doesn't meet the 110, that means we're going to have 2 times 4. 2
Right.
times more points. That's it. So instead of 110, we're going to make 220 points.
You better mean that.
I just
So
think
score is
It's
only.
like double on that.
And yeah, we double the bet.
Double on
So
that.
you start, Kev.
But same
You
rule.
order the game.
C'est quoi what is it?
110 cœurs.
110
110
Ah.
pounds.
Ouais. Non, deux. Bon, ouais. Allez, s'il vous plaît. Oui. Joyeux.
So what's the trump?
half.
Hearts.
And you just gave this partner a lot of points.
You have to put a heart down or no?
Now I can.
So that's one that I should have put. And now.
So that's good. I don't have diamonds. I put trump.
That's why.
Not good.
There's nothing you can do, my friend.
Tu es un mauvais chien.
Well done, man. Go tiger. Well done. 9.
So 9 is second highest trump.
Okay.
Okay, that's first. So that's Irene. Ace is the third highest trump.
Jack's the highest, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You play the clubs where you have to play the Spain.
No?
But it's okay.
I didn't.
Williams, Williams.
I think it's
All alone.
Alright, so it's good. So basically 110, 20, 31, 75, 47, 51, 53. Allez.
It's a 4!
So good punch.
Well done.
So we just
So
Well
it's a
done.
good call then.
Well done.
So
Yeah, it's a good call.
you get your double points for that?
Yeah,
Yes.
you double points.
So basically they say 110. Since Equinche is 220, and since we won, they lost, we take 220.
So 320, 0 for the one.
yes, for the moment. I insist on that.
We'll just go away from the table for a couple of minutes while our players have some refreshments.
Clip.
No, I can take it. C'est mon
On peut pas, alors, on peut pas avoir les verres sur la table. Alright.
That's not fault. It's not our fault actually. It's very dirty and stuff, so we just was clean.
Absolutely.
So did any of you get all of that?
It's coffee time. But
I'm driving, I can't, I'm driving.
Alright,
No,
next.
I was just asking our viewers to see if anyone is following the game.
Non, c'est moi qui ai donné ça.
Let's go back on. Back in.
Belle défense, toi,
We
là.
did not
Déjà,
shuffle.
ça.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Je trouve bien ce 13 pour la décale.
you just cut in the middle, right?
Just cut.
Yeah.
Plus mort.
Comment je le passe?
Yes, possible. Mais c'est pas grave.
Allez, c'est pas grave. Show must go on.
Show must go on. Alright,
C'est
here
le
we
joueur
go.
direct.
Allez, now we play, guys. Everybody understood?
Voilà.
Pass.
Dogos is running after the ball. That's a normal day. Pass.
110, 110 space.
110 space. Pass.
120
So she raised me 10. Gotcha.
Me up. Pass.
So you see the power of the Stefan. It's like, ah!
We
So,
don't
so
like
easy
losing.
to make him go into bed.
When you
touch
want.
my mocassin, là.
T'as raison.
So, so you, see that you start.
I have the partance.
You have the partance.
The partance.
You can par, but don't par too far.
4.
I think this is also part of the game, like the signature.
Comment on dit chambrer déjà?
Yeah, it's not bullying someone, but chambrer. It's a nice teasing. Yeah, it's a teasing game. You tease the opponent.
You also tease your partner.
You tease. It's a teasing game. You have to tease.
Yeah, it's a teasing.
Even the
And
dog.
he's a teasing machine.
We tease.
Teasing machine. And you have to make noise with your card. That's a concept.
Is it like
It has to be
taquiné?
like energy.
Yeah, it has to be
Is it
manual.
like taquiné?
Taquiner, ouais, c'est ça. Est-ce que tu taquines? Yes, il taquine.
Oh!
Well done.
Your
Don't
Don't go too far, guys.
I know. It's just some chunks like that.
Or have we
Don't
kicked
go too
out
far.
yet?
I guess
So,
they are.
They haven't kicked us off yet.
Yes. Yes, right on. Boom!
And then, nine of Trump.
Nobody cares. Because you are.
And then the last Trump, the Queen. Hopla, thank you very much, goodbye.
Nice.
Then they make
There is nothing we
10,
can
plus
do.
14,
There is nothing we can do. As we
162
say
minus 14,
in a coin environment,
126.
they are chien talu.
They're 120.
146.
120.
120.
Yeah, but I'm the content, so I don't really care. That's okay.
Yeah, so if somebody can read the handwriting of Stefan, please call the hotline
As
because
a
we're still looking
interpreter,
for
nobody
somebody
can read what I do.
who do understand his
I want to
handwriting.
make sure nobody can read, nobody can reproduce it.
Yeah.
Is there some questions?
Chien talu.
What is the picture, the apple juice?
Awesome, grenadine.
Sorry. But there is actually one thing that is interesting, that usually you have like vocabulary that is really related to the game. And you can see by that if people have been playing for a long time. Like la goulotte, partance,
Oh, ouais.
There is not a
Cinglet.
à la fin.
The cinglet,
goulotte à la tranche. Cinglet, yeah.
le capot.
Singlet, c'est tarot les gars, Singlet doesn't exist.
Oh, Singlet, definitely.
Second turn. Ouais, vous êtes des têtes.
Dry card, you call it.
What do we do here? My turn?
We are waiting for you to speak.
Sec.
But when I speak promptly and wisely.
And do we play the full aces of the trumps?
No, you don't know to
side.
play full aces because now we can do whatever we want. But no, we don't play. Okay. It's a shame.
Big difference.
Yeah.
That's why I asked the question.
No, it's complicated.
That's why I raised the question. Now you have to say during the beginning of the game.
C'est un peu compliqué. Trèfle. So, club, 80 clubs.
80 clubs?
Yes.
80 club is the smallest.
Je passe.
Right.
Don't worry me. Ah, no.
90 clubs.
90 clubs? That's my boy right there.
120 diamonds.
That's a metal. 120 diamonds. As we say back home, you're pain in the ass. That's not a point step. But she is though. Bah, je passe.
120? So I'm gonna give you...
So here, basically, they were like on the same turn, both of them.
Right.
So we can see that have a good game. So I did a bid that was quite high to make sure that they couldn't continue bidding. That's why he was saying that they were playing with yes, because he cannot speak anymore.
And also because you're pain in the ass. No, just saying, simple version, she's a
Okay,
pain in the ass.
130.
130.
130 Turcola.
Casse les couilles. Voilà. I'm showing off my game.
I see.
Mais tu veux voir le mien, il n'y a rien. Voilà.
That's why you're confident.
Oh, I'm sure she's
20.
Exactly.
Because I think they could have a couple. Pass.
No.
Nothing we can do, my friend. Pass.
No poker?
No poker.
No poker. Okay, then Miss...
How do you say capo? You say home run? Or?
I think it's le capot.
Oh, le capo.
Le capot.
Perhaps making the poker.
Like
Poker is like
Take everything
Yeah.
in British.
It's such a poor language as well. So.
Shoot the moon in
Yeah,
hearts.
it's a shoot the moon. Hit the moon.
Yeah.
Hit the moon, like in use a game.
When
of
you
cards.
win hearts, yeah.
Yeah, it's hearts.
If you win every hand, you shoot the moon.
Ah, well,
okay,
shoot.
okay.
So, moon shooter. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot for the moon. My turn? No.
You shoot the moon.
You first.
I moon. I moon the
So
shoot.
130 diamonds. What are you doing? It's okay, mate, you use the card.
Allez, coupe. Cut with your only diamond.
No way.
Putain.
No way. Very good. Okay, so I'm at for diamonds. Now I give the hand to my partner.
Yeah, so one thing is that here I don't have a club, so I'm supposed to put a trump, but because my partner is actually the one with the highest card, then I can put another card.
You can
So it's
withdraw
actually
card.
very convenient for me.
Withdraw. You will see the news later.
I think we cover most of the room.
So, the highest trump,
Jack?
he doesn't have trump. Jack is a missus.
Oh yeah, I think it's not going to be a good time for us, Michael.
So, no trump.
We have been invaded. No.
No.
Nine is the
Nine.
last. But you can
Yeah,
put
but
this
you
one,
have
but
to-
you have to put that she's better because it's a trump. So that's a what? That's art? What is the trump?
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Put your balls on the table, as we say back home. Whatever we try now, so
Come to
Ils
die.
vont faire un capo,
No,
on
I'm
the tennis
gonna
field.
do a star.
Yeah, but yeah, you're going to do a capo star. Yeah.
So basically we're going to shoot the moon, meaning we will weigh all the cards, but because we didn't say it, doesn't count.
Yes,
That-
doesn't count.
In a good English, they are pussies. That's what I
We
mean.
could translate.
You play?
I can, yeah. The first time you see spades.
Do whatever you want, it doesn't really matter.
And they're going to win.
Yeah. If it doesn't go through this time, it's never going to go through again.
But,
Because they have only trump and best cards, so they're going to win all the time. So don't bother. Don't think too much.
hopla. So that's a capo, but as we didn't announce
That's
it.
the shoot the moon. But
the
those
shoot the moon.
two baby
Désolé les
cats,
gars, là,
as
je
we
voulais le
call
faire mais
them,
je l'ai pas fait.
the baby catos, but they didn't call
C'est la
it.
pression du
They
direct.
don't have the.
J'allais te le dire, mais c'est
You know what I mean. The
I was going to
enthusiasm.
What we love is Belot is talking about the game after.
Oh yeah.
But that's,
Actually, the debriefing is better
I
than
was
the
going
game
to
itself.
give it to you because I know 120 aces.
You can.
All right,
so
I'm
I'm sorry, boys.
They got one.
J'en ai plus mettre le
So
tableau.
usually when we get 3 stars, meaning 3 times we shoot the rule but we didn't beat it, we have to play beers, a round of beers to the opponent.
It's a bar game, so there is always a good reason
Yes.
to actually pay a round of beer. That's the concept.
So my time. 80 heart.
80 heart. Coinche.
Good. Very good.
Coinche.
Too late.
Ah non, c'est pour le.
Do we have to? Stefan.
So counter punch. Counter punch.
Stefan.
So
You quench only in order or anytime?
Anytime.
anytime.
It's the flying coinche.
So Stefan Quanche saying, okay, I don't think he will do his lead, and I doubled
Yeah.
Quanche.
Counter punch.
Counter punch. Meaning,
Counter
no, I
punch.
think we're winning.
So it's
So it's 4 times.
Voilà.
The bet is. That's the last stuff we didn't cover.
Yeah. That's why I'm playing this.
The trump is out.
There's also one more thing. The last round is worth.
Plus
10 points.
Plus 10.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Allez, when you want.
But basically, you cannot counter punch. This is
I know. Oh, you had something good? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I should have waited. I should have waited for you. You're right.
Someone Axel in the chat, la coinche facile.
Axel Follet.
qui voit de l'autre côté en fait.
Axel, il voit pas là. Non, on peut pas.
Il voit pas là.
Non, non, là, c'est là.
I'm quite annoyed.
Ah, yeah. And Axel will come.
All in the same suit.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, bro.
Well,
Does that not help?
well, the big what is quench?
So you have to
The
go
betting
back.
off.
You have to put. No, he has only the same card. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry. I am very, very sorry.
Now we see the counter quench.
Yeah, bon, enfin bon, on est mort. Because if you have nothing, trust me. Because of your color, ouais, on est à
So
poil.
she plays aces. That's called an appel, a call. So it's like to tell me, hey,
Go there.
bro, go there. I have the 10 of them. Play them.
Okay. So you're sort of sending messages to each other.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
give messages.
But it's legal
That's why
message.
you, that's why you need to have a good connection to partners to know how she make you a call.
Because we can reach out.
Yeah, but the opponents can read those messages in a way.
Yeah, yeah, as you know, yeah.
What's the
T'as pas la touche, c'est compliqué.
20 hearts or?
Yeah. So I'm chopping.
I know, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so excited. And I did. God.
Allez, take your stuff. Go home.
I think we won.
What did
We
you
need
bet?
to
Now,
count.
that's
But it was only 80.
80, yeah, it's quite close.
30, 40, 50, 60.
So, 2,
Ah oui, il y a 10 there.
13, 14,
And
So in a normal quench evening, like in a normal evening of quench, how many games would you normally play? Just dozens and dozens.
No, but normally we do the best of 2. Oh, basically, or best of 3.
Is that all?
It takes 1 hour to play.
92, 92 points.
One game around an hour.
One game is an hour.
So what we've been doing now are just kind of rounds, or
J'ai des balles, j'avais que les
Because, so basically we go the first to 1,000. The first to 1,000.
first one
And then that's
points
one.
is one game.
So and since it's a 4
Ah,
time,
I see,
so that's 320. So 570. So yeah. Sorry, bro.
That's okay.
so now we are ahead of it.
Because since you had all the same cards, you didn't have at all because you cannot have.
So, well done, partner.
They
That's
made
what
it
you
10
call
points. That's not
diamonds.
big.
Hey, that's the call of non-diamonds. And I got risk because I didn't have any of the jack of the 9, man. I go with my 10 number 4.
The ball's on the table.
If somebody has a school of handwriting, please send your contact message for these small kids.
Please.
Oh my God, what's that like?
I will let.
That's the code, right?
I will
You need
let my
Enigma
WeChat
machine.
contact.
We need the Enigma machine to break the code, man.
We have a message from Patrick. Cecilia, you played very well.
Oh, thanks. That's my dad, actually.
Ah.
Hey, Dad. Thanks.
Who got the kid?
Hello, Dad. The dad of Cecilia.
Yes, exactly.
So you played very well.
Well done.
I was
Sorry, bro.
doing mistakes.
I should have let you. No, I should have let you speak first.
You got a message
I got
from
too
the guy in
excited. You're
French?
right.
I had
Merci de
6
m'avoir appris à
spades,
jouer à la guanche.
not the jack. Not the, I had like
He's the one that
really
taught me how
tough
to.
But that's
Great.
No, I mean, I should have let you.
Great man,
You're right.
great man.
Normally you let your
Great
partner
man.
before punching. Except if you're really, I was pretty confident, but because of this schlag, because of Patrick, because you taught her too well, tu lui as bien appris, et du coup, c'est ta faute. All right, when you want. Clubs. That sounds very confident to me.
Clubs are très forts.
Yes.
90 hearts.
Clubs, 8. No cooking on the dog, even the dog is not happy. Well, I don't trust you.
You're what? 90 heart?
90 hearts.
100 heart.
100.
Plus 10.
Bébé, what's going on? Chérie.
That's a quench!
Non, 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 c'est quoi?
That's a quench!
Pass.
Pass?
Okay, 100 heart.
So 100 hearts. Like we need.
Hey, Babu. All right, when you want. Let's do it, guys. We have 15 minutes to close the game.
Your huts?
Yes, she is hot.
Nobody likes JB, but that doesn't mean you have to be grumpy like that. We know, we didn't invite him, he came uninvited. Who played this crap?
I did.
Romani Traps?
Doesn't surprise me.
Has to be huts, right?
Yeah, but
Rule number 1, you play the suit on the table.
What did
And-
you do?
And since I didn't follow, I could have given you points. Mais non, mais vous montez dessus.
I
But
gave
you
a
gave me
second.
the 90.
I placed a 9, which was right.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe I was doing the Tibera, which is a new trick. With the ace? So, ace, that's you, so I don't give you points.
Ah, je should have followed the game. Patrick, t'aurais dû m'apprendre.
Je vais pas sa famille. Hein.
When you want, sir. Ah, bah, it's not Christmas every time. Alright, there is nothing you can do. And you get off cut. That is very well done, my friend. Very well. So you cut?
She cut.
Hearts.
Ah, c'est ce que je dis. Cut.
Nice.
So 10 second biggest ones. Thank you very much for the gift, Stefan. And ace is master.
You know what?
This gets the hand.
Giving love and
And now I
happiness.
have the king, even better.
Fuck me.
That's what they say.
I think we are really like.
That's what they say after 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I get was it.
I don't trust you.
Yeah, I know.
You're right now.
They all say this after 4 in the morning.
There's probably a good reason for saying so. I'm done.
The previous game that we played together didn't.
No, it was not that game. I would say.
So, my friend, you did what you could. I didn't help you. How many did you say?
110.
100.
What? 110?
100.
Easy peasy Japanese. You are 670.
We are taking the lead.
Updates on the scores here.
670 for the schlags.
Right.
And the good people, they are 330 because we are polite. But it's, Patrick is watching, we're not going to let his daughter lose.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean,
That's why I wanted to
Papa
keep Cecilia in team. I know, like.
When you want, ladies.
You cut. Comme 40.
Et la grenadine, c'est autorisé.
C'est hier qu'on s'en ricanait, quoi.
Comment tu sais que c'est du poire cha. From Yunnan. 从越南过来的，怎么样？Bande de talitiers. Ayo?
Pass.
Calme-toi, bien.
Passo.
It's your turn.
Yes. No. No.
It's my turn. I have
Eight.
pass.
So, what is the...
I have the partons.
80 spades.
80 spades.
Toi, 80 spades? Ok.
Toi là-bas, montre-moi. Pardon.
Mais ça, ça passe.
90.
Oula.
Oui,
Oula. 19 diamonds.
Oh, wow.
Et quoi?
Okay, pass.
Ouais, ça sent trop cool de côté, quoi.
90 diamond?
Il traverse un champ de mine, les gars, quoi.
C'est bon.
90 diamonds, ça passe.
Et pas
T'as
ça.
vu, c'était arrêté que ça va personne.
Okay.
Ah oui, c'est bien ça.
T'as vu, il est bien.
Check Aisha.
C'est filmé ça.
Calme-toi, on va filmer la tienne aussi.
J'ai compris. À 80, t'es fou, je veux.
That's my boy right here. Well done, my
Pour la
friend.
table.
You're 80 diamond.
Excusez-nous
No, 90.
excusez-nous le
should have squash.
I should have squash.
On reprend les 160 et
Excusez-nous, le chat, ils savent pas jouer.
Should we say,
Tu squashes la table là.
Casse-toi un pic. N'écoutez pas un perdant. N'écoutez pas un
Can
perdant.
we get rid of those hooligans?
Go back drinking grenadine là.
It's so sad.
Et la tribune Boulogne là.
You don't really know how to play. It's a bit sad to watch from behind.
What is the
match?
Well, there's a
So,
move which
play
is done
diamond?
right now, and
The reason
to say it properly, he doesn't have the balls actually to take it, so he didn't really take the shot, and he's gonna regret it right now. So I'm pretty sure he's a bit feeble. I think
I
he's
see,
weak
yeah.
on the
You should have
It's pretty weak, it's pretty weak.
Yeah, he's pretty weak.
Doesn't matter.
No way. Remember this voice and this advices. This is how to lose at the lot.
On a football game, he would have been replaced right now.
You
Because the bench would have taken part of it.
So you play the small one because your ace could have been cut.
Okay.
You don't want to take the risk.
Even at the start, even at the beginning.
Yeah, even at the beginning, if they don't have. Don't take the risk. It's a simple game, my friend. Even the hooligan over there, they kind of know to play. So I tell you, it's a simple game.
Kind of know how to play.
Those guys were kind of.
One just started, one has been bad forever.
Yeah.
They're
They're still beginners, these guys?
Yeah. But don't worry, we're gonna feel.
I still remember that restaurant we won last time, the Lebec.
Ah oui, non, mais especially.
I have the taste in
Don't
my
hesitate.
mouth.
Champion septembre.
You let them cut because your ace could have been cut by them. They have only one each. Ah ben heureusement.
Aucun à son côté quoi.
T'as le 9 là, c'est le.
Rien. Mais
T'as
rien.
le 9 troisième.
Well done, my friend.
Troisième, t'as le 9
Ah
troisième.
ouais, c'est 80, l'autre à côté. Aussi 90 pour
Il va te faire tomber mon as, tu fais tomber mon as.
T'as 9 troisième.
Mais mange du crabe, c'est 65 points.
Ils sont à 80.
We had some painting to do. If you guys don't know what to do,
Go
you know
do
this
some
wall
Play-Doh,
over there?
Va faire de la pâte à modeler. Mange du crabe.
Exactement. Vous allez travailler sur le jaune un petit peu là.
We had 90.
90, so 400.
Ah, on pourrait dessiner.
Non, les amitiés là-bas.
On pourrait dessiner.
So where's the paint?
No, but you go online and you review the rules. That will help you for the next game. Or play on your app, please, guys.
Il y a un mec qui aime tout faire de rap là.
Yes, sorry.
You have the partners.
I got disturbed by the hooligans. The hooligans. So the partner said 100.
Cage runner, marketing director. C'est pas de l'emploi fictif, ça, tout ça.
Bon,
C'est clair.
Ah la vache.
Alors, 100 diamond.
Le PDG t'en emploie effectif, qu'est-ce que t'attends?
Passe.
Axel says, vas-y, c'est.
Elle a pas pris ton rond, elle.
I don't know what to say to be honest.
Regardez, sans nom de jeune pays.
Allez.
Boss.
We are waiting for Kevin.
Aujourd'hui, pareil.
Marielle.
110 spades.
110
Non,
spades.
clubs.
Trèfle. Trèfle. A spade à coinche, trèfle à coinche. Trèfle. 120 diamond.
130 clubs.
Hop, 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 hop. Il s'est fait les couilles.
So 130 clubs.
Yeah.
You take your tide and you decide, my friend. That's your
It's
call,
usually
my friend.
where we are like we call it pass or crunch because like the stakes are high.
Yep.
So here you
Regarde-le. Montre à la caméra. Montre à la caméra.
Ah ouais, il est là. Tu coinches? That's my point! 130, mais no way, Rosé, mais no way, not even in hell. Mais vous êtes à la pêche, là. Mais mettez pas Jean-Pierre, là. mais c'est-
Mais moi je l'ai juste. T'es dans la merde.
That's my boy right there. Ce coin? Contre crunch? Patrick, no, she doesn't come to crunch. Allez, what do you want? It's my turn?
your turn.
So, what is the
Ouais, tu vas la faire.
130.
Clubs. 130.
130 clubs?
Yep.
Qui sur ton maison?
130 clubs is
Yes.
the bid here.
I am the leader. So you take it easy. What do you say? Parasite. Parasite?
Parasite, yeah.
Parasite.
Parasite. A mutually beneficial parasite. Help both ways.
Yeah, but not in this case.
Rappelez-moi du ventre.
Well done, my friend.
Putain
de parasite!
Faut tenter, faut tenter.
J'aurais fait pareil. You have to try. It's the parasite again.
Belote.
Oh, the parasite.
Ouh là 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 là, c'est perdu, regardez ça. Ischlink.
Jack, tu vois.
Jack.
Ah oui, mais don't hesitate, man. I'm just going to drop the jack.
Ah, tu
Alors,
pars
It's
bloqué.
okay, you have 47. We are at 140 and you have the belote.
She's very good in maths, but we have the ace.
No,
You
you
don't
have the
yet.
thing.
Vas-y.
You have your
So
grenadine.
far we are still okay in the game.
You're still in the game.
They cannot
Allez.
do any other points.
Right.
Otherwise we fall.
Allez. That's exactly what I... Oh, that's exactly that. Parasite. Beautiful. What you gonna do? Oh, yes. Tu vas plein d'amis? Ouais, je comprends. Et voilà. Rebelote. That should be enough. That is not enough. C'est lui qui a dit.
Oh oui, t'as pissé ton 10 de carreau tout à l'heure. Number 1.
D'abord.
So, master.
Nothing to say, my friend.
Ah, j'ai fait pour Patrick, hein, parce que je peux pas laisser en galère, quoi.
You did what you needed.
Ouais,
Elle est très belle. Elle est très
Avec
belle.
un obsèque, hein.
No, I mean,
Obsèque de
even
masse.
the 10 you cannot save it. So honestly,
I mean,
you
I
played,
thank Stefan to give the 10 of diamonds. Let's make us a win. Thank you so much.
You know, she would have cut anyway.
Then she said one trump over me. So then.
Okay, useless. No, so you can do.
J'ai pété 2 as, le 9, le valet, machin, je savais qu'elle allait voter heureux. Je disais, oh, bah, c'est une belle partie de
Le gars avec qui on comprend. Mettons les Chartida la prochaine fois, quoi.
You
Cet hiver.
have to play the jack.
You have no choice.
When
You have to go above.
You have to go above.
But that was a very good game. Yes. That was a close call because to be honest, 34, 44, 47,
Yeah.
for
Because I
50.
have
But they
the
balance.
same one.
Yeah, that's why. Without the ballot, they lost already. So 3 points. No, that's a good call. It's bad luck they cut the first round.
Yeah.
If they don't cut the first round, we'll be
It's bad luck, it goes as part of my game. If I beat, that's I get somewhere I
Stop showing up.
can.
Je suis pas sûr que Patrick, il était appelé à raconter comme ça.
Il faut le faire.
Ouais, là, voilà, par contre, c'est le faire. Mais moi, c'était parfait, quoi.
I am not going to count those points by lack of respect for the opponent. Voilà, that's a new rule.
670?
No, I'm not counting. No, before this game. So 260. So that's a 930, 420. So they are winning. They don't deserve it. They are winning. Because I'm too honest. 930, 420. Allez, game on. One more done.
We've gone over an hour.
So this is now where
That's
Stefan
okay.
is dangerous, because
done
now
over it.
Stefan is in the red
Ah, but it's
zone.
going to be crunch time, man.
So he's behaving like a crocodile, we started for so long.
We're going to explain the crocodile attitude.
Yeah, that's another trick.
Underneath your manufacturer.
So now Stefan is in the crocodile mode, you know, like starving croco.
Stefan is not happy. But to be honest, very good call, man. Just well played. Yeah, well played. Oh,
Okay, my turn. I have the partance.
Yes, you have the partance.
80 spades.
Spade, c'est quoi?
If you know a school of English.
Quench.
T'as dit quoi?
So I waited for you this time. You see?
So you quench me?
80 spade.
80 and you quench me?
Oh yeah, not even a question. Sur quench?
Ah non, j'ai gagné.
Gagné. Gagné. Don't look!
You know that the glass is effective.
Allez, quand tu veux, t'as l'utier.
Allez, bon.
Ah putain, il a le balai. That's where you step in. With your 10. Exactly where you step in. That's my boy right there. Allez, ace. Go for it. Ah. Yeah. Bon, bah, something else, I guess. Whatever you want. Super. Super. Ah,
Tiens, mange du crabe. Allez, je suis sans en avoir. Ah non, il a la dame. Eh ben. Il est mauvais. Ah ouais. Oh, quel
Ah, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,
80.
60.
J'ai fait 80.
Avec le 10 dedans, on l'a fait. Non.
T'as mal joué, hein.
Ah ouais,
T'as mal joué.
J'ai pas compté. 14. 17. Sorry, 17, 27, 38, 48, 52, 52, 56, 56,
58,
58,
61,
61,
and 2, 61, 63.
63 and 14. 77. Putain, le 10 de derrière. My bad.
Bien joué.
Faut l'avoir
Très belle
dit.
partie, un super, très bonne partenaire.
So we just won the game.
Bon, so as a fair play, we say
Non.
thank you to the loser.
Cecilian Tiger. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Queen and King of Coinche. Hein.
So because they beat 1,000, they beat us, no question. And since we are polite, when there is a lady, we always let the lady, and tonight maybe two ladies. So yeah, absolutely.
Shelly is
And
there.
Shelly is there.
So next time Shelly gonna play, right?
What a game, ladies, what a game.
Yes.
On s'est battu comme des tigres.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of big
tigers.
guys.
But I was not enough.
Yeah, but it was not enough to be a tiger.
Oh, tiger.